We take for granted our good sight. Some of us have corrective lenses, but no big deal. We get used to it. But when our vision gets degraded to a point that no pair of eyeglasses can fix, then we are visually impaired, and we have a problem. Now, despite the staggering numbers, there are about 25 million visually impaired in the US, there is barely any assistive technology available. There are screens, there are magnifying glasses, but those are quite limited. They don't capture the kind of assistance one needs to carry daily activities. For starters, imagine the amount of textual information around us: billboards, street names, newspapers, books, products on various surfaces and material, then crossing the street, catching a bus, purchasing a product and paying for it. These simple activities for a visually impaired person are very, very complex. Now, I'm a computer scientist. I specialize in a field, in a branch of artificial intelligence whose aim is to teach computers to see and understand what they see. Now, how is computer science related to visual impairment? Well, my wife's aunt, Lily Newman, she lived in New York City all her life, and she had macular degeneration. It's a disorder that causes the retina to gradually break down. I completed my doctoral studies at MIT, and Lily attended the award ceremony. And after the ceremony, she told me, "Now that you're a scientist, think about a way to solve my problem." You know, she was an old lady and so forth. And I told her, "Lily, I'm a doctor, but not the kind that helps people. You know, I write equations, I write software, do algebra." But you know, it's stuck in my mind. A few years ago, you know, the idea struck. It may not be possible to make the disability go away, but it could be possible to harness computer science to compensate for the loss of vision. That means it is within the reach of technology, I was thinking, to develop a wearable camera that can clip onto any pair of eyeglasses and have the camera figure out what the user is looking at, and have the camera figure out what the user is interested to know about the scene, and provide that information instantaneously through a bone conduction earpiece. So with a team of about 30 talented engineers, we made this idea a reality. And let me show you a clip that gives you an idea of what it does.
Magic.
Great, let's go there.
Red light. Green light. 50 shekel.
50 shekel. Let's buy some coffee.
Breakfast. Bagel plus coffee with cream cheese, croissant, yogurt, cream with fresh fruit.
Okay, so what the system does, it continuously scans the visual field and looks for familiar patterns. There could be faces, hand gestures. When the system finds a pointing hand gesture, it tries to match the scene to what it knows. So the system knows about thousands of products, of logos and brand names. It knows about buses, it knows about traffic lights, about layout of text in newspaper, books, documents. And one can teach it new objects. And look how you teach a new object to the system.
Start object learning mode. Please wave product. Thank you. Please record product name.
Pringles onion.
Pringles onion.
Okay, so what the system does, when it sees a shaking movement, it triggers a learning mode. It simply recognizes the image, stores it in memory for later retrieval. As my last slide, we are working with blind people and... Okay.
50 shekel.
Ooh! Wow.
So I chose an upbeat reaction. We have many reactions where people simply start crying when they work with the device. So let me show you a demonstration. I'll need to take out the glasses. Okay. Have the newspaper.
OrCam is ready.
Okay. So now I'll point on a...
Cairo, the lethal conflict between Egypt's military-backed government and its Islamist opponents escalated on Monday.
Okay. So Lily passed away 10 years ago. It was too late for Lily, but she definitely planted the seed. Thank you.